Hello everyone, FB here to bring you another edition of FB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. And we're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Capman by Toto. At the moment I'm no longer accepting maps for the race, but soon I will open up map submissions again since I've gone through all the maps now. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CET on Saturday. And right now we got the December 2014 season going on. These seasons always last for 1 month and your 3 best results will count into the rankings. Top 15 will get points, with the person getting the best lap receiving 5 bonus points. And the winner will win some prize money based on contributions through Twitch and YouTube, and that is currently set to €20. With one race having been played, the current leader is Raisons, ahead of Tween at 2nd and Wally at 3rd. Then Spam is at 4th, Flyer is at 5th, Ranked at 6th, Massa at 7th, Marseille9 at 8th, Link at 9th, and that Brownie at 10th. Alright, so we got 1 minute left before we start this race, and let's see if we got the last week's winner, Raisons, driving, and with that also the leader of the season. And he is. So we'll see if he will be able to extend his lead or if others will catch up to him. Also, I want to mention that there are some problems with expansion before this race, so it's possible that it might crash during the race. Hopefully not, though. Let's see if we got also Tween, who is 2nd driving, I believe so. Yes, so Tween will also be driving, and so is Spam. There he is, who is currently... No, wait, Wally is at 3rd, never mind. Spam is at 4th because Wally took 4th place last week and then also got the best lap, so he got 5 bonus points, and with that did pass Spam in the ranking. So Wally is currently at 3rd, behind Tween at 2nd and Raisons at 1st. But that's gonna be it. We are starting this race. It's gonna be 17 laps. The race will take about 45 minutes for first place, and then a 15-minute timer will begin for everyone else to start as well. And I'll disable the chat. Good luck, have fun. And okay, we got the top bar here, so we see how many players are starting as well. Looks like we got 187 players, so that's a pretty good number. And here we go. Let's follow, of course, Raisons through the first lap of this map. The current leader, last week's winner. So we got 184 players starting this race. And we see Raisons entering a short dirt section here. This track got a lot of transitions, I think. Switches between the styles a lot. So Tween taking the early lead here ahead of Raisons, 1st and 2nd place last week. Off to a good start. Here's the speed section, it's a very short one. It's just this one loop followed by another loop. We also see Saber doing well here early on. Then following that we have some tech, and then going into some obstacles here. Got this uphill here, can be a bit tricky. Gotta make sure you don't drop down to the left there. We got some tricky turns here as well, followed by a turn where you need to make sure you have enough speed because you have a jump here you need to make. It's not too difficult to make it though, even if you don't have perfect speed. But if you hit the wall there, then it's possible you have to respawn. And then following that we got some dirt again, and then up on the platform. Raisons is in the lead here, so off to a really good start. Of course, Raisons is the player who has won this race the most amount of times out of anyone. He has won it 10 times in total. This turn here can also be a bit tricky. Raisons does it well. And will actually extend his lead. It's about half a second ahead of Spam, who has now gone up to 2nd place. After these platform turns, we have quite a tricky turn coming up here. You need to have a lot of precision here, make sure that you get through it, and Raisons does it well. And then we build up some speed and we'll enter the stretch. Always want to have a 5-second long stretch on the map. And then we have a respawn checkpoint following that. Next up, a couple of tech turns, and then that's gonna lead up to the next lap as well. The last turn coming up now can be a bit tricky here. Small jump, and then followed by a small downhill. Raisons did not do it that well, I think, but he is still in the lead. We'll go into lap 2 as the leader, but Javi Flyer just behind him at 2nd place. Then we got Wally right now at 3rd. As you can see, he's a bit further behind though, so Raisons and Javi Flyer has built up a lead. Dovi is currently at 4th place. Yannick's at 5th. Edward at 6th. Shorty is driving again, is at 7th. Tween is at 7th now, will pass Shorty. Tom currently at 9th place, or 8th now. It's very close between all these players. Massa at 10th. Raggle at 11th. Saber has dropped down to 12th. Revo at 13th. Spam has also dropped down now at 14th place. And the last player to get points right now is Shark. Top 15 will receive points in the season. And also, of course, you can get points if you get the best lap. But yeah, still a close battle between Raisons and Javi Flyer as we are deep into lap 2 out of 17, and here we have this jump again. Raisons had to slow down a bit in speed. Still, the players are still, of course, learning the track. You only get 15 minutes of warm-up, so you don't really have time to master the track before the race starts. You gotta learn it as you drive it as well, as the race is live. And so far Raisons is doing the best job. No mistakes. Javi Flyer also on a good pace, and those two players now 1.5 seconds ahead of Wally at 3rd place. So it's interesting how these two players have seemingly mastered the track a bit faster than everyone else, but it's still very early, and this map is quite tricky. It's hard to drive it consistently, as we see the first player getting overlapped. So we've got 175 players on the server. Here's the stretch again. Raisons will extend his lead a bit more over Javi Flyer. Here's Wally. Continues to lose time, almost 2 seconds behind now, but as you can see, it's only 1 turn behind, so it's really not much. And one mistake from either Raisons or Javi Flyer would mean that Wally could capitalize and go up in the ranking. Still a close fight between Raisons and Javi Flyer as we go into lap 3. Wally at 3rd, Yannick's at 4th, Massa has gone up to 5th, Onyo is at 6th, Tween at 7th, Shorty at 8th, Spam at 9th, Saber at 10th, Raggle at 11th, Ollie at 12th, Revo at 13th, Tom at 14th, and Shark still at 15th place. I like to go through the pages here to give attention to other players who are driving a bit further back in the pack. We see Sneak at 28th place will make a huge mistake and will drop down to 35th place because of it. So he's on the other page now. Got Triple Hex in front of him and Sard behind him. We also got Roa driving, has won the race once, defeated Raisons in race 11. So that was a long time ago by now. Currently at 36th place. Got Sneak. Well, not anymore actually. Now I still got Sneak in front of him and Waldfee I think behind him. You see the players changed in position here a lot when players disconnect or retire. So it's hard to keep track. We also got Carl Jr. driving for the first time I think. Of course for Team Dingtas. Currently, and also the winner of EWC, it's worth mentioning. So he is currently at 46th place, goes up to this page now, is behind Paltesa and ahead of Wookie. Let's see if I can find someone else. We've got someone for Penta at 66th place, behind Fuego and ahead of Clockrane. We got KD Mac. Might be a new player. I don't recognize that name at least. At 84th place, behind Styx and ahead of Nelky. And then we passed the 100 mark with Red Extra for the Smurf clan at 102nd place, behind Salvador 64 and ahead of Cousin. We got Trying for Focus On at 119th place. We'll hit the wall there in the dirt. We'll lose some positions. 122nd place, behind BMK Lib and ahead of Laximus. We got Edo PG at 132nd place, behind Tompa and ahead of Dazer. Closing in now on the last player, I think. Here's Rest at 150th place, behind Alex and ahead of Sainto. Let's see now, who is the current last player? Is it Michael, perhaps? I think that might be it. So Michael at 166th place will fall on his back here. We'll have to respawn as well. And gonna lose additional time with that. So it looks like we've got 166 players still driving, so give or take it's probably around 160. And back at the top we see Hobbyflyer now in the lead, and he's over 1 second ahead of Raysons. So Raysons might have made a minor mistake. See if he can catch up in this lap. Still very early, of course. And looks like Raysons will catch up a bit here, only 8700s behind now. You can see to the left, in the upper left corner, you can see the player how far behind and ahead he is of his nearest rivals. So Raysons is 9800s behind Hobbyfly now, and if it's red that means he's losing time, if it's green it means he's gaining time or extending his lead. So he's 3 seconds ahead of Yannick now. Actually even more. No wait, it's 3 seconds. Yannick is 4 seconds ahead of Hobbyflyer. Wally drops down to 4th place. So yeah, already now we see a bit of a gap at the top with Hobbyflyer and Raysons. And Raysons, of course, won last week and is the leader of the December season, so could very much extend his lead. Keeps this up. Tween has gone up to 3rd place now, or actually a close battle between Wally and also Yannick. Tween, he took 2nd last week, but then 2 weeks ago he won it, so Tween has been doing really good lately. Didn't really start off that well in this race, struggled a bit, but seems to have figured it out as of late and is doing much better. And Michael says it was AFK for 5 minutes, so that explains why he's at last place. So wow, really close fight here between Yannick, Wally and Tween. Oh, and Raysons has dropped down to 6th place! One mistake is all it takes, and Raysons losing his 2nd place down to 6th place, and he hits the wall here as well! Oh, that is a crucial mistake from Raysons. How quickly it can go! And he's gonna drop down to 13th place with that. Looks like Raysons will not extend his lead. He's still doing fairly well though, and he can definitely come back from this, but he makes another mistake here. Wow, really bad moments here for Raysons. He's gonna lose a lot of time with that. Hobbyflyer now in the lead, and he's 4 seconds ahead of Tween. Hobbyflyer, who's never won the race. He has been on the podium though. He has taken 2nd once and 3rd place twice. And of course, we all remember when Hobbyflyer was in the lead ahead of Sand at one time, and then lost his lead in the last lap, only a few turns left from the finish line. So he's very eager to win the race for the first time, and so far it's so good for Hobbyflyer. See if you can keep it up. Then we have a very close fight between Tween, Yannick and Tween, Yannick and Wally. And then we have a gap to 4 seconds down to Spam. So it's already some interesting development here in the race. Spam, of course, took 3rd last week, so he's also looking to get another good position. We'll lose some time here, Shark will pass him. But yeah, right now the most interesting fight to follow is Wally, Tween and Yannick. Yannick has now dropped down to 4th place. Let's follow these guys for 1 or 2 laps. See what will happen. Oh, okay. Oh, Yannick goes too wide and hits the side of the road, and he's gonna lose a lot with that. Will someone pass him though? Massa is seemingly closest now. Actually, Shark, Massa and Spam are really close to each other, and they are catching up to Yannick now. So that means that Wally and Tween are now kind of in no man's land here, between in between Flyer and Yannick. 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds behind the Flyer now. Flyer is doing really good. Will he win the race for the first time? That is the question. And I think didn't he take 5th place last week? I'm gonna check that as we see actually. Flyer has dropped down! What? Flyer has dropped down! That was a big mistake from Flyer. He loses all his lead, and he is now no longer at 1st place. Tween is the winner right now. Let's see here. Flyer did take 5th, so he is at 5th place in total as well. So much going on right now in this race. We don't have a clear winner. It was looking like Flyer was maybe going to run away with it. We've seen that in the past, where one player takes the lead and then just keeps that lead throughout the whole race and keeps extending his lead as well. But Flyer is gonna make a big mistake. It drops down to 2nd place. And let's take a look at the records as well to see who got the fastest time. It's Onyo, 2:32.62. Where is Onyo? He is down at 20th place, but right now with the 5 bonus points, see who was close to him. Shark, also Tween are under 2:33. So we'll see if Onyo will keep that best lap. Will be interesting to follow. So yeah, now we have Flyer and Wally fighting for 2nd place. Tween with a small lead. What can still happen? Raysons has dropped, he's at 10th place now, so he's gained the 3 positions. Still 8.5 seconds behind Tween in the lead. See if we can come back from that. 21 seconds between 1st and 22nd place right now. Ooh, good turn there from Wally. He will pass Flyer and go up to 2nd place. Can he keep it though? No! Oh, but the Flyer hits the wall. So he's back to 3rd place. Shark at 4th place, 2 seconds behind Flyer, but he's gaining time, as you can see at the left upper corner. There's Shark, less than 1 second behind Flyer, entering the stretch, good speed. You can see the players in front of him. We'll try to catch up, and Spam is behind him here at 5th place still. Yannick at 6th. Massa at 7th. Tom at 8th. Raysons gains another position now at 9th and just behind Tom, so might go up to 8th place soon. Raggle at 10th. Saber at 12th. Shorty will pass him here. Then we got Coscos at 13th. Ollie at 14th and Rebo at 15th. So top 15 will get points, of course. Did someone get a new local record here? Nope. Onyo still with the fastest time. And we can follow Rebo here. We see that Pasi will actually pass him. So both overlap Lion Rage, I think. Tween still in the lead, but only 1 second ahead of Wally. Flyer now 2 seconds behind Tween. But it definitely feels like a lot can still happen. This map is quite tricky, so it's hard to be consistent on it. Pasi extending his lead here over Revo. Oh, we'll lose his grip though. Let's see here, he's 2 seconds ahead of Beef though, so he's not gonna lose his 16th position. Letting Aeon. And he's back to 15th place. So someone dropped down, not sure who it was though. And Revo through to the next lap. So Tween in the lead. Let's follow him here, see how he does in this lap. That was a good turn. Kept his speed well. And yeah, if he keeps this up, then he's gonna be on the podium for the 3rd week in a row. And of course, he took 2nd place last week, so he will be the new leader of the season unless Raisons makes a comeback. But Raisons has actually dropped down to 11th place now, so doesn't look like that's gonna be the case right now. He's 16 seconds behind Tween. Ooh, loses his grip there though. Tween sets a 3rd local record, 232.86, keeps a very good pace. Shark though with the new best time, 232.38. So Shark right now with the 5 bonus points, currently at 4th place in the standings. He's gonna collect a lot of points this week if he can keep it up. We are into lap 8 out of 17, so still a long way to go. Wally at 2nd place. He's 2 seconds ahead of Hobbyflyer, who's at 3rd. But Shark is really close now to Hobbyflyer. So let's follow Shark here, see if he can catch up to Hobbyflyer and maybe get on the podium as well. Ooh, that was a good turn from Shark. Rapidly getting closer to his opponent. Oh, but we'll hit the wall here. Can he make the jump? No! He will have to respawn. As I mentioned earlier, you have to make sure you don't hit the wall before this jump. So Shark is gonna drop down to 7th place with that. Spam, Massa and Shorty will all pass him. So Spam now the closest to Hobbyflyer, but he is 3 seconds behind. So right now it looks like Tween, Wally and Hobbyflyer will be on the podium. Ooh, very close to the wall there, but Spam managing to stay on his feet. Gains time in the next checkpoint. Could perhaps be on the podium again. Took 3rd last week. Raison's now at 9th place, but he's not gaining any time though on Tween. Keeps the same pace, which I guess is good. Oh, but then loses 2 seconds just as I said that. So not looking too promising for Raisons this week. Still important though to finish, so he gets points for the season. You need to at least have 3 results in the month to have a overall score. So Spam is about to enter the next lap. Wally with the top 3 local record. No new best time there from Spam. Massa though will set a 10th local record. It's behind his teammate here at 5th place. Shark has gone up to 6th now, passes Shorty but not with much. And then we got Raggle next at 8th, and then Raisons at 9th. Pussy has gone up to 10th place now. He's doing well. Revo at 11th, Coscos at 12th, Beep at 13th, Edward at 14th, and Onyo has gone up to 15th. He's taken 5 positions since last time I spectated him. Do a quick overview look as well. We still got 131 players driving in the race, so let's see if we will have over 100 players. Tween currently in the lead, then Wally at 2nd, Hobbyflyer at 3rd, Spam at 4th, Massa at 5th, Shark at 6th, Shorty at 7th, Raggle at 8th, Raisons at 9th, Pussy at 10th, Revo at 11th, Coscos at 12th, Beef at 13th, Edward now at 13th. Beef drops down to 14th, and then Onyo at 15th. The player who is the last player to get points in the season, top 15 will get points. Then the best time is currently occupied by Shark, 2:32.38, so he is currently getting 5 bonus points. Here's the current leader though, still keeping about the same distance down to Wally. Actually closer to 2 seconds now. But as you can see, it's not really much of a lead. Wally can still definitely win this one. And of course, Wally is also doing well in the season. Took 4th and the best lap last week. So he's gonna be definitely a contender for the overall win if he keeps this up. Players are about to enter lap 10 now. Good ending here from Wally, I think. Yeah. Both Twin and Wally actually improving their local records. Good times, and also Fire. So the top 3 players are currently the ones that are driving the fastest as well. And looks like Fire is almost 5 seconds ahead of Spam. So I don't know if Spam can actually catch up without the players in front of him making mistakes. It's gonna be tricky. Anyway, in the meantime, let's go through the pages one more time for the last time to see who else are driving. We got Shumi for NGM at 29th place, got Kavi in front of him, and Bergotier at behind him. Next page we got Brownie, which I guess is that Brownie, so that's the same player. I do recommend using the exact same nickname for the race because it makes it easier for me to keep track of the scores. So now I'm like not entirely sure if that Brownie and Brownie is the same person, but I think it is, at least because Lioncast is the tag. But yeah, it makes it a bit confusing though, so it's something worth considering. Who else do we have driving in the race? Fragius for a new era at 54th place, behind Sundra and ahead of Wookie. Then we have Krim for SG at 78th place, behind Xless. Oh, we'll have to respawn here though. Gonna lose another position. Edster will pass on Edster also on his back, and we'll also have to respawn. This pod seems kind of brutal. Alright, who else do we have? We have Sivalex for ATR at 92nd place, behind Skirt and ahead of Salvador 64. Next page we got Now at 104th place, behind Laximus and ahead of Marquez. There is Serpa, possibly a new player, at 118th place. Usually we got about 20 players or so that are driving in the race for the first time. Serpa behind Frumple and ahead of Ollie. No, Ollie's not driving anymore. Sainto, the one who's closest by. So it's sometimes hard to know if the players have actually like left the server. You see Short here have this icon next to him, but Ollie does not. But they are both still not driving, so it's a bit hard to know for sure. Oh, looks like Yannick has quit the race as well, or maybe also had its game crash. It's hard to know. Anyways, who is the current last player? I guess it's my Lele at 112th place or so. Alright, so let's go back to the top and back to Tween, who has now extended his lead. It's 2.5 seconds ahead of Wally. So it's more and more looking like Tween is gonna win this one. Of course, the more you drive this track, the better you get on it and the more consistent you get on it as well. So don't really see too many late mistakes usually. Also, Pussy has taken over the one local record, 2:32.4 thousandths of a second. And Onyo also improving his time. But right now, Pussy with the 5 bonus points. Tween looking to get 40 points though for this first place. Already got 33 points, so he's gonna be off to a great start here in the season. 2 more races are left to be played, of course. Wally now 4 seconds behind, 5 seconds, no, 4 seconds behind Tween and 5 seconds ahead of Javi Flyer. So Wally losing some time here. Looks like he cannot keep up with Tween's pace and might have to settle with 2nd place right now. He is far ahead of Javi Flyer, who in turn is kind of far ahead of Spam. 3 seconds now, though Spam has actually gained 1 second. But still the same top 3 as we are into lap 11 out of 17. And yeah, unfortunately the game does crash a lot still for a lot of people, so it's just something you have to take into consideration. Unfortunately, I really wish it was more stable, but it's up to Nadeo to work on their game, so it's not really much I can do about it. And hopefully they will do that. So let's see here. I guess we have a pretty close fight between Spam and Massa, the 2 Dignitas players. And meanwhile, Tween with a new local record, 231.55! Half a second ahead of Pass's time. So right now, Tween with the double. First place in the race and also getting the best lap. Looking very, very promising for Tween right now to win this one. Massa in turn is 4 seconds ahead of Shorty, who's doing another good race. Shorty has played in the race many times. He's been on the podium 13 times in total. With that, he's 2nd in total, only behind Sand, who's been on the podium 17 times. However, Sand has not been playing in the race as of late. He's been away for a couple of weeks, but still is far ahead of everyone else in most amount of podium placements. 9 times first, 6 times second, and 2 times third. It's very impressive. Wally continues to lose time now, over 5 seconds behind Tween. Yeah, it's looking like Tween is gonna win this one. We are not that far away from having the race end, so I don't see him losing that first place. 5 seconds though, it's not that much. One mistake could open it up and give Wally a chance, but Tween is very stable, so we'll see if that's gonna happen. Let's see here, Raysons is now not in top 22, so he might have had his game crash or he quit the race. Unsure. As much as people get disconnects, there are also a lot of people who quit the race when they don't get the position they want. And I can understand it's hard to keep up the motivation if you have a really bad start to the race. But yeah, of course, still appreciate finishing the race if you start in it. We still got about 118 players driving. I think it's a bit less than that. Tween lead, Wally at 2nd, Javi Fire at 3rd. But Spam is getting closer to Javi Fire, so we might see Spam on the podium again. Took 3rd last week, might be able to take 3rd again. Shorty will pass Malele there. It's on a different lap. Oh, Wally has got up to 1st place! Tween has dropped down to 2nd! We have a match now! Wally versus Tween! Who's gonna win this one? As I was saying, one mistake here and it can open it up for Wally, and it has! And this is a really close fight now for 1st place. Javi Flyer 4 seconds behind. It opens it up for Javi Flyer as well. But let's focus now on this fight. Wally versus Tween. 1700s between them. As they overlap Clover. See some different lines here. Wally does it better. And he can extend his lead. Oh, and Tween then hitting the wall. This is intense now. Into lap 13, soon lap 14 out of 17. Can Wally keep himself in front of Tween? Tween has shown though that he has been setting faster time. Let's see what Wally's best time is. Yeah, 2:32.50. So Tween has set a time of 1 second faster time than Wally. So that means that he knows the track a bit better, but as you can see here, he gains a lot more speed than Wally, and he's back to first place again. That's one turn where Tween is doing it better than Wally. But it's still very, very close. Oh, and Wally back to first, and then drops down to second again. fB's less than 4 seconds behind now, 3.5 seconds behind, so he is gaining time. fB's still in it as well. We can follow fB's. Here he is. Now exiting the stretch, so he is not far behind whatsoever. Closing in now on 14 laps, or entering the lap 14 I mean. End of the map here. We've seen some mistakes, it seems like, here in the end. It is kind of scary here. We see some different lines here as well. Wally goes for more speed, but it doesn't seem to pay off, so I think Tween is actually doing it better there by doing a small jump. So he will extend his lead, and then Wally hits the wall! Wally hits the wall hard! And he's gonna be over 2 seconds behind. fB's will pass him! Wally drops down to third, and then Tween with a mistake! Tween with a mistake when he had the lead and could have gone up to a huge lead. Tween drops down to third place. What's going on? fB's in the lead. fB's in the lead. Wally is second. Tween at third. I have no idea how this race will end. We got 4 laps left to be played. Who's gonna win it? And Spam is only, well, he's still 4 seconds behind though, so, but he can still also make it. It's not impossible. Oh, fB's will crash. He loses his first place, drops down to third. This is insane. Oh, that's not a good turn from fB's. It's gonna lose some time here as well. So it's back to Tween versus Wally now. Spam and Massa less than 4 seconds behind Wally in the lead, so yeah, it's very close between top 5. Then we have a gap down to Shorty at 6th. He's 8 seconds behind Massa. But top 5 though, it's very close, and anyone can still win in that top 5, I think. Even Massa or Wally. And Tween will actually lose some speed now here, so Wally can extend his lead, which is not by much. Less than 1 second ahead of Tween. Where's fB's? He is now almost 3 seconds behind Wally, so not a good lap here from fB's. And Spam is 1 second behind fB's, so... And of course also Massa. No, Massa has made a mistake here! Big mistake from Massa, and he's gonna be behind with 5 seconds now. He's still ahead of Shorty though with 4 seconds. So Massa will drop down, but Spam is still in it. You can see him ahead of fB's, and then we see Tween and Wally 1 turn ahead. This is very close still. Oh, Tween will clip the wall. Where's fB's? He's getting closer, but still at 3rd place. So Wally now with a bit of a lead, entering the next lap, lap 15 out of 17. Here's fB's, and here is Spam. Spam will improve his best time, 2:32.86. So while the 3 players in front of him are making mistakes, Spam is stable, and that is paying off right now. He's very close to the top and could still win it. Still is possible. Let's see here how close it is between the 4 players. Still got over 100 players finishing. We'll see if we will have over 100 players in the end as well. Not that long not that long left to go here in the race. Just a few more laps. Tween 1 second behind Wally now. See Tween there, and there is Wally as well. So close. It's funny how last week it wasn't close at all. The previous week it was really close, and now it's close again. So it goes back and forth. It's basically just one turn between top three, and Spam has dropped down a bit. He is 2.5 seconds behind the Howie Flyer now. That he cannot afford that. He want to catch up. So looks like Spam might not be able to get on the podium. Oh, Wally has dropped up to second place. Tween back up to first. Tween back up to first. Wow, wow, better respawn there from Wally. He is. This is very close. Who's gonna win this one? I keep asking that question because I have no clue. They are soon entering lap 16 out of 17. 2 more laps left to go. Here we go. And a good ending here from Hobby Flyer, I think. He's catching up a bit. He is only 8,500 between behind Tween, so less than 1 second between top 3. Oh, what the Hobby Flyer will hit the wall! He will hit the wall. Where's Spam? Spam is up to 3rd place. Spam is on the podium now. Huge mistake from Hobby Flyer. So Hobby Flyer is no longer gonna win this race, I think. It is between Tween and Wally. Tween and Wally for 1st place. And if they drive too risky here, then that might mean that Spam will take 1st place. Who knows? Because Spam has definitely been the most consistent these last couple of laps. Did make a mistake in the last lap though. If he hadn't, then he would have been very close to Wally and Tween now. Hobby Flyer 5 seconds behind Tween. He tried to push it, tried to catch up, but maybe took it a bit too risky. And it looks like Tween has now built up a lead. He's 1 second ahead of Wally. Yeah, Hobby Flyer continues to lose time. Oh, Wally almost went too wide. Tween or Wally. Tween took 2nd last week. Wally took 4th and also won the best lap. Tween still got the best lap right now, so he could still take the double and get 45 points. Wally will get 33 with the 2nd place. Tween will lose speed here in the stretch, and Wally is back up to 1st place. Spam less than 3 seconds behind. Alright, the players are about to enter the last lap of the race now. Lap 17 out of 17. Who will be the leader going into the next lap? Tween usually does the ending a bit better than Wally, and he will do it here as well. Goes up to 1st place. Oh, but not the best landing though. And Wally will go up to 1st place. Tween with a landing bug. Tween with a landing bug going into the last lap. So Wally back in the lead. Can he keep it for 1 more lap? Hobby Flyer is back up at the 3rd place, it seems. Spam has made a mistake, but still very close between them two as well. But we need to follow Tween now. Can he catch up to Wally? Oh, another landing bug for Tween. Wow, that is so unlucky. Nadeo, please fix that. So Wally now with a great chance Almost 2 seconds ahead of Tween. Will this be it for Wally? He has won the race 2 times before. This would be his 3rd time in total. And it would be his 6th time on the podium. Oh, and Tween now almost 3 seconds behind. Spam is gonna up to 3rd place again. Just ahead of Harvey Flyer. So it looks like Wally is gonna win this one. 2 landing bugs from Tween made the difference, I think. Very, very unfortunate. So Wally now can take it a bit safer, I think, if he knows his position. Doesn't have to take the biggest risks, and he will be the winner. Two and a half seconds ahead of Tween, 5.5 seconds ahead of Spam. This turn can be a bit tricky. Oh yeah, that was not good by Wally. That was not good from Wally. Tween now with a chance here. He's gonna catch up a lot with that. Although he did not do it perfectly either. He could have been even closer. There's still a small chance for Tween. If he risks the ending here, he could perhaps pass Wally. But he needs to take a huge risk though. Can he do it? We are entering the last couple of turns now. Wally's still in the lead ahead of Tween, and then Spam having a small lead over Harvey Flyer. Nearing the ending now. Can Tween keep Wally keep it? Here's the ending. Last couple of turns for Wally. No landing bug this time, and Wally is gonna win this race. Just ahead of Tween in 2nd place, and Spam, will he take 3rd? Yes, he will. Harvey Flyer just behind at 4th. Wow, that was an insane finish to the race. So back and forth for so many laps. Massa will take 5th. Pazzi will take 6th. Nice race from him. Shorty will take 7th. Shark is gonna take 8th. Raggle next up will take 9th. Edward will take 10th. Onyo will take 11th. Rebel will take 12th. Beef will take 13th. Triple X next up. He's gonna take 14th place. Then we got Fuzzy at 15th. Coscos at 16th. Sirs will take 17th place. Or not. Yeah, he will. Nymph at 18th place. No mistakes here in the end. Will take 18th place. Then we got Bergie, who will take 19th. Brownie, or that Brownie, will take 20th place. Costa will take 21st. Wag will take 22nd. Then we got Wolfie 23rd. Kavi 24th. Boss Wanted 25th. Shumi 26th. Banana 27th. Piranha 28th. Razorlight 29th. No, Tirtly will pass him in the end. Omega 31st. Mathix just ahead of his opponent here, but will keep his position and take 32nd place. Mix Mode takes 33rd. Palteza 34th. Fragius 35th. El Wormo 36th. Ask Me 37th. Monster 38th. Loomer 39th. Malaysia. We'll see both Gatto and Mayhem pass him actually. I think so at least. Maybe not though. Gatto 41st, Malaysia 42nd, Tia 43rd, Sundra 44th, Nelky 45th. Will take 45th as well. Tivo will take 46th. Vertigo 47th. Here is Styx 48th place. Vince 49th. Shadi 50th. Lino 8 seconds ahead of Turbo, so it's gonna take 51st place. Here's Turbo. 12 seconds left. 12 minutes left on the clock for the other players to finish. Turbo will take 52nd. Mr. Moo 53rd. Mac slowly drives into finish at 54th place. Papa's Beer Pouch will take 55th. Calibre 56th. Brink, it's the wall there in the end, but we'll take 57th. QE will take 58th. Mini God 59th. Red Extra will take 60th. Ice 9, still a couple turns left, only half a second ahead of Sadlik. Have any changes here? Nope. Ice 9 will take 61st, Sadlik 62nd, and then Skid Racer on his way to take 63rd position. There we go, Skid Racer at 63rd, and Edster 64th, Krim 65th, Axeles just ahead of Smurf, or Mr. Lag I mean, drives for Smurf. Axeles will take 66, Smurf 68, or Mr. Lag 67th, Cousin 68th, Cookie. Next up, 4.5 seconds ahead of Civalex. Landings are usually fine if you land like straight, but if you have to turn, then it causes problems usually. So, Cookie will take 69th, Civalex will take 70th, Mayhem. We'll actually see Skirt pass him, take 72nd, Mayhem 73rd, Tlaleroy 74th, Blue 75th, Salvador 64, 76th, Kid is ahead of Dudeco with quite a lot, so we'll take 77th place. Here's Dudeco, 78th, Playday. 9 minutes left on the clock when Playday takes 79th place. Cookie. Oh, will Dragon pass him here? I think so. Yes, Dragon will take 80th place and Cookie 81st. And then we got Smog, who's not that far ahead of Septak. Passing Malele, who's on a different lap. Might have one more lap left to go. 9 minutes left on the clock, so should be doable. So Smog is going to take 82nd. Septak 83rd. We got Reaper 84th. Here's Tompa 85th. Now is next up. Not far ahead of Ash, but looks like now we'll be able to stay in front and take 86th place. Ash will take 87th. Then we got Lib, the DMK Lib, next up at 88th. Marquez, still a long way to go, and 15 seconds ahead of Sneak, who's still driving. So looks like Marquez will take 89th place, and let's see how many players we still got driving. Quite a lot, so we might have over 100 players. I think if all of them finish, then we might have that, which is awesome. We've had around 100 players finishing for quite a while now, and also about 200 players starting, which is really good. Like 180 to 190 players. Here is Marquez taking 89th, and then Sneak hits the wall there. But seems to be determined to finish this one. Nice flip into the checkpoint. Uh, 16 seconds ahead of DPL 96, so what? 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 Okay. DPL will finish and take 90th place, not to take 91st. What is Sneak doing? I don't know. He seems to be missing one checkpoint. Okay, so Laximus will take 92nd, Dacer will take 93rd, RFG will take 94th, and here is Flobber 96th, so I don't know what Sneak is doing. He's not finishing the race though, that's for sure. Perry will take 96th, Aeon will take 97th, next up is then Lion Raig 63. He's 14 seconds ahead of Malele. I think maybe Sneak he skipped the finish or something. So Lion Raig will take 99th, and then Malele will make it, so we have over 100 players finishing this race. That's awesome. 6 minutes left on the clock. Malele will take 100 place. Then next up is DVL. See here, we got 2 players still driving. I don't think Sneak will actually finish this one. So DVL should be able to finish this one. He's close to the end now. He'll take 101st place. And then Sainto at 481 checkpoints. Need to reach 561. I don't know if Sainto can actually do it. He might have 2 more laps left to go, so that might be it, unless Sneak actually will finish, but I don't know what he's doing. So yeah, I think we might just summarize the race instead. Oh wait, first I'll just save the replay. There we go. Yeah, so let's summarize the race. So we got Wally winning this very, very close race. It was awesome to see such a close fight between Wally, Tween, Spam, and Howie Flyer for so many laps there in the end. That might be worth a highlight actually. So Wally takes it. Tween will take second, but will also win the best lap. So we'll get 5 bonus points, and Tween will be the leader of the season, I'm pretty sure. I will of course collect all the points later on and then post them on the Google spreadsheet. Spam took third last week as well, and is also doing well so far in the season. I can definitely be the overall winner again. He of course won the first season, the November season. So that's the top 3, and looks like we had 100 and what? Okay. That's weird. Some players disappeared in the ranking now, but I think we had 101 players finishing. This game is so dang buggy, it's crazy. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't think Sneak is actually finishing this one. No, he's just goofing around here. 4 minutes left on the clock. Sainto still needs to collect 60 checkpoints. That's 1 more lap at least, so I don't think that's gonna happen, and that's the only player here who's still driving, it seems. Oh wait, Sneak will finish! Sneak will finish and take 102nd place, I believe, even though it says 99th, but the game is bugging, like the players are disappearing here for some reason. So I think Sneak took 102nd place. Alright, so that's good that we got that included as well. Sainto's still driving, but yeah, 3 minutes left on the clock. He's not gonna make it. Pretty sure of that. Although I can't be entirely sure because I don't know how many checkpoints there are in 1 lap. So maybe Sainto is on the last lap now. I don't know. I guess we can just follow him until the timer runs out. See how far he makes it. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess I can mention that tomorrow I will be casting the second ESL Go for Cup. We'll start at, I guess, once again at 3 PM CET, although I wish it started 1 hour earlier because it was very close to the CPS matches last week. Of course, CPS will start at 8 PM CET at default time, But our match, Team Acer versus Penta, will start at 8:30 p.m. CET, and I will be casting that one. So that's gonna be what I will be doing tomorrow. If you want to tune in. And of course, there will be a bunch of other streams as well for all the other matches in CPS as well. So here, Sainto, is he on the last lap? I don't know. There's 41 checkpoints left. I don't think this is the last lap. Yes, expansion was stable, but it's because we downgraded it, I think. The Big G added a older version, and that one seemed to be more stable. Sainto, yeah, he's closing in on the end here in the lap, and he's still not close to 561 checkpoints, so that's gonna be it, I think. So Sainto needed one more lap here. Oh, it does say how many checkpoints are in the middle. So there are 33 checkpoints. So yeah, that means that Sainto still got one more lap left to go, which he will enter now, but he got only 40 seconds left on the clock. So that's gonna be it. I guess I can just summarize it again. Wally takes first, Tween will take second and also win the best lap, and Spam will take third. Thanks everyone for playing, thanks for watching, see you next Saturday.